Hello and welcome to Loverboy821 plays Jade Empire. This will be the first stream of Jade Empire, so we're going to be starting a new game. I'm starting Jade Empire because I just finished the Fable trilogy, all of which you can find on my YouTube channel of Loverboy821. Or if you're interested in seeing things live so that you can, chat with me and ask me questions and stuff, you can find me at twitch.tv at Loverboy821. I have a very consistent brand, you see. I just love, and I'm a boy. And then 821 is an easy to remember number combo. Yes. I had a full start just now, where I, had begun a recording that I called, Jade Empire Stream 1, but then it only lasted, 5 seconds, and I turned it off, and I started this stream. It was because I hadn't set up my, party that I usually set up so I can see to make sure that my voice is coming through on my screen. So I wasn't gonna start the entire stream that way, because I don't know how long it's gonna be, but this is a part 1 stream, and those usually tend to run longer than other ones, because I'm just, I'm getting into it. I want to, get into the meat of the game during part 1. We will go with a Buddhist name, or a Taoist name, rather. We're going for a very simple one, just Sleeping Tiger. It's a Taoist name that actually is someone's Taoist name. I don't know whose Taoist name it would be, but it seems, to be in keeping to go, maybe. We'll go with Sleeping Jade, actually. Because I like the idea of having Jade be part of the Taoist name, and the prefix sleeping is, in Taoist naming, I believe what it actually means is, preparing, practicing, training, you are thinking well in advance what you're going to do. And I'm not sure what Jade means, but I like the idea of being sleeping something because I'm lazy and I like to sleep a lot. So, there. And we're gonna go pretty even with the stats this entire game. I'm gonna focus a little bit more heavily on focus. But, that's just because I prefer to use focus techniques, which will mostly be weapons. Alright. So Jade Empire is a really good game. It came out the same time Fable did, and it also has the moral choice system like Fable, though it's a little bit more good. But because Fable was so much more popular, it kind of got overshadowed, so that Jade Empire 2 never happened. I would so play Jade Empire 2, though, if I'm being honest with you.
Days I'll find a way around your guard.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read out loud whatever I decide to say. One more match, then.
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you, even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
I am rarely beaten, friend.
Let us begin.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember how to play, but then I'm in a tutorial. Alright, that's block. Oh gosh.
I need healing.
Alright, so the white button from the original Xbox is the left bumper on the Xbox One. Got it. I definitely remember how to dodge, because dodging is 90% of my fighting style in any video game at any given point. I don't know how many times I gotta evade this. Am I glitched? Is that why it's not giving me the next thing? I feel like I always struggle on this part. Okay. There we go. I just had to knock. Okay, there we go. All right. Bam. So, yes, this is the game I've been threatening to play for like the last 6 months.
Did you see?
Ever since
Master Lee was watching.
it became backwards
He may not
compatible.
show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it. You
Thank
are
you for the
gracious as
bout.
always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush. Master Lee just went into his house. It's just over there, as always. You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Chapter 1. Wherein a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of Two Rivers. Master Lee promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest and shadowy assassins who heed no law. You know, I would really like if they would just make all the original Xbox games backwards compatible so I could play some Dynasty Warriors 5 and probably also some Kingdom Under Fire.
Typical.
Okay, so an important thing to note about this is you want all of the damn book stands. They give you experience, you want to level up. Do. So, yeah. You know what? Let's go talk to Master Lee, and then I'll look around some more. Because I'm not done looking around, but I also feel like I should talk to Master Lee.
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future?
I'm sure you will tell me what I need to know, Master.
Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember that classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret.
I'm sure it was for a good reason,
Those
Master.
who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him. And Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters.
What would you have me do,
Time for
Master?
practice is over. Go to Gujin, the weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over. Good. The time comes
I will do as you
when know
ask.
all you need to. For now, keep the basics at heart.
Okay, so... I think I have a plan for something I'm gonna go do real quick. We're gonna do a little side thing. I hesitate to call it a side quest because it's really small, but I guess this is a smaller, you know, this isn't the older action RPG. And they were just not that long. Like Fable was only 6 hours. Oh, okay. Yep, no, I know what to do. Alright. Alright. Alright, here we go. We are going to go back to where we just got these statues from. And then we are going to approach the altar. Alright. It glows blue, you put the blue figurine. It glows red, you put the red figurine. It glows yellow.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a cook, not a champion.
Alright, so we got 1 silver from that. We will use that 1 silver to go back up here where it said we had no silver. And we get the Lionhead totem, which will be used down there again, but first we're going to talk to these
Not
two.
too many people come back here this time of day, so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to...
Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the best. Why the unfair
With all
odds?
due respect, we would be no challenge for you individually. We could learn much from seeing how you deal with more than one opponent. Smiling Mountain usually lets us fight in groups if he has enough students available. But learning from you is a chance I wouldn't want to pass up. If you have time, that is. I would not wish to impose.
I could spare a moment or two, certainly.
Legendary strike.
I mean, I'm... very busy, but I can still spare a moment or two. Oof.
That's enough! I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face you. Thank you very much. We have to go. Smiling Mountain's going to be teaching a class soon, and then we have weapons training.
Alright then. So now we're going to go back to where we got that silver from. So this is simple. It's just you're making the secondary colors with the primary colors. And I'm thankful that I didn't fuck it up, because I would have looked fucking retarded.
You will see the interconnectedness of all things. Even that which is humble can be the key to greater things.
You received Gaze of the Lion, which I believe increases your stats. Yes, it gives you 2 health and 2 focus. So instead of having 130 health, I have 132 health. Instead of having 140 focus, I have 142 focus. These are the styles, you know. You can change which ones you're using with the D-pad. I'm not gonna use the other style I have. Probably ever, but I will get more styles that I will use. Because the other style I have is a support style, and I'd rather just kill people than slow them down and then, like, hit them.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
Hello, Dawnstar. I certainly hope I am interrupting something.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Oh, he is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did.
I don't like seeing you
That
upset.
is nice to hear. Gao could learn much from you if he wanted to learn anything from anyone.
You know about the bandits? Master Li said to get a weapon from
Yes, he
Gujin.
said you were coming. He just passed here with C. Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future?
No. I have a bad feeling, Dawnstar. I haven't really decided on a voice for my character yet, so I'm just gonna read it, like, with my normal voice until I get more of a feel for how my character is, you know?
I don't like your bad feelings. They always end up being right. Remember the grass fire? Half of the field's gone in a day, and you knew it would happen.
I'm sure nothing is going to
You said you
happen.
felt the lightning coming, but not even Master Li knows the weather like that. I trust your instincts. You are full of such promise. I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night. I helped Master Li discover the unrest that shapes your future, but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that.
Please don't put me on a pedestal. I'd rather stand beside my friends.
Dad, you have always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master Li say? That you should keep the basics close to heart? Let's go get your weapon from Guzhen's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack.
Let's go together. I could use the company.
Of course. Good company will make the walk go faster.
So, we just got our first follower. You can only have one at a time. You can either have her on attack, which means she'll just hit people with her longsword, or you can have her set to support, which she'll recover your chi over time. Yeah. So you can change attackers from attack to support. I don't have any reason to not just let her kick people's ass right now. I usually leave people on attack rather than switch them to support. Unless I'm like, it's a bigger fight and I'm like, they'll get their ass kicked anyway. Like, I just need someone to heal me.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Guzhen will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Okay, there are gonna be people down here that we have to take care of during the bandit attack. Let's go get our weapon first. Apparently that's what I gotta do.
This building is Guzhen's place. As soon as we can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
If it isn't two of Master Li's best and brightest, there's not much left for me to teach you two, so you can't be here for lessons.
Hello, Weapon Master Guzhen. Good day to you.
Oh, there's no need for titles. Not from you two. Why do you insist on speaking like that, Guzhen? The old tongue, you mean? Anyone with half an education understands Tho Fan, and some of us prefer the way it rolls off the tongue. Don't act like it's a surprise. Lots of people speak it. Although I suppose it is concentrated mostly in the prosperous East.
Prefer, I don't need to use Tho Fan. Now, what brings you here? Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon.
Where did Master Li find these weapons?
I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say, but this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it.
I will take Fortune's favorite, because I'm more of a sword person than a staff person.
Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with.
I should go.
One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time.
I should go to see the
That you
townsfolk
should.
now.
Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back. I know you'll do well.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town.
How far have they
They're making
come?
their way toward the town now. The few men in the militia weren't able to stop them.
Run back to the school and warn everyone else. I'll deal with these thugs.
Run to the
Thugs.
school and seal the gates. Make your way to the beach and teach these bandits a lesson. I know you can.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
Alright. Is that a thing to read? No, that's just a... Oh, here's a thing to read. Oh, shit! I got a... Master Li gave me extra focus. That's awesome. Just mapping stuff out. Don't mind me. I think there's some baddies over here, maybe. No? Okay. Also, I feel like the reason why my first parts are so long is because I don't want to talk over dialogue, and in the beginning of RPGs, there's a lot of dialogue until you get rolling, you know, to like try and set up what's happening. Oh, also, quick tip, you can choose what style you want. Always go for Legendary Strike to start with. It is objectively the best style that you can start with. Like, it's not even an opinion, it's just, it is the best style. Like, because you can you can learn the other styles later for, like, money if you want to, like, pay someone to teach you. And Legendary Strike costs, like, 3 times as much as everyone else.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
I'd love to, but we need to go down here.
They're animals.
Oh god. I got my ass kicked for a second there, Jesus. Okay, so with the white button, you can, as it explained earlier, which is when I was talking about how the white button is the left bumper, you can use your chi to heal your health, so, and you can also use your chi for different styles, so a lot of times it's actually just better to get more chi than to invest in health. We got some money now. Oh shit.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
That was pretty fucking violent. That dude's pretty tough. He survived getting shot with a cannon. Like, not just being shot with, like, a cannonball. He got exploded with, like, a cannon. I love the Fortune's Favorite. It's such a good sword. I leveled up. Yeah. Can't do anything with my level up yet, but, you know, it's still nice to know that I leveled up.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Legendary strike.
Well, okay then. Ghosts are not affected by weapons, except for Dawnstar can hit them with weapons because she's a badass, apparently.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
Thank you for your assistance, Master
Do not
Lee.
be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Aw, shit, level up.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Perhaps later.
I worry there won't be time, but all right.
Oh, you. You're a friend of Dawn's... Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
You were right to console her, even if she didn't want to hear it.
People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Li will be waiting.
Alright, so let's get back and talk to Master Li. Then I assume we have some...
It's a good thing we have Master Li here.
Don't forget his senior student. They say she's the one who fought...
I'm trying to think. I know there's some side questing I want to do. It's just a little side thing that's worth doing in the school, but I don't remember if it's during this section that I can go do it or if it's next section.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat. And just yesterday, I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
Is there anything I can do to help with your wound?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Lee has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
Would this herb heal you quickly enough that you could fight again?
So, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think.
I think I know enough about this herb.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. Take care.
Alright, so this is the thing that I wanted to do, and we can do it now, so we're going to go talk to Old Ming. He's a crotchety bastard. Do-do-do. And my statue. It's a good thing they didn't touch it. Disgracing such a tribute would be like disgracing the Emperor himself. A fitting tribute to our leader, Emperor Sun, though no one else seems interested in venerating his rule. I don't have the back for cleaning it properly anymore. I guess that's why they call me Old Ming. Oh yes, I heard about that. Some fool girl out walking on the overlook, wasn't it? Serves her right for not studying or meditating, I say. Well, there's no accounting for youth. She probably wants something to get her moving again. So I'd say you need a poultice made from red silk grass clippings. Merchant Fendo should have some, but don't let him talk you into clippings of bearded tongue grass. That won't do at all. What's the difference between the two grasses? Red silk grass will actually bind the wound and make it so she can get back to her practices. That's why you want it. Bearded tongue grass will make her feel the same, but it's only deadening the pain. It doesn't actually do her any good. For most people, bearded tongue grass would be fine, but I know the fool girl would start practicing again and tear something vital. That could leave her crippled. Thank you for your help. Goodbye for now. Alright. I wonder if they actually, like, parsed out what the language of Faux Than is supposed to be.
Bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Lee. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks.
There's no trade to be found in stability.
I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife, lest it come knocking on my door. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped. So maybe stability is underrated.
Let's talk about what you can do for me.
We don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent.
I'm looking for ingredients for a medical poultice.
Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away.
Old me suggests red silk grass to cure her wound.
Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
I'll take the red silk grass. I want her to be able to fight safely.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice.
Here's 50 silver for the red silk grass.
An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
You know, they're kind of trying to portray him as like a shitty merchant guy, you know? Like, money's all I care about, ha ha ha, I'm Mr. Krabs. But, like, he tried to talk me into the cheaper stuff, but he didn't lie to me, right? Like, he was like, this is cheaper, and it would do this and this, but it wouldn't do this. And so, like, I feel like that was fair. Also, I don't understand why not selling me the more expensive stuff would be beneficial to him. Wouldn't he want me to buy the more expensive stuff? I don't really know how economics work, but I feel like me buying the more expensive stuff only helps him, right? Like, it's all there to sell anyway, right?
This has been a busy...
I have a poultice that should help your
The sun
wound.
breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost?
There's no need to repay me. I couldn't just leave you wounded.
That's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready.
Okay, let's go kick some ass. Smiling Mountain? Are there students available to spar with?
The students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. And now that Kia-min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise.
I would like to challenge Kia-min's record.
Kia-min says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes.
What do you mean if? You mean when, my dude?
Longsword.
Oh god.
Well promised here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kiamin is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment?
What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or...
Show me what you have.
See what you can learn.
So... +3 focus, -1 health, I'll take. +3 chi, -1 focus, I'll also take. I'm probably gonna try and buy that last thing too. I don't have enough gold for or silver for it yet though. Look at that dank 176 focus. Hell yeah. Alright, let's continue with the main plot now. Sorry.
I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling her, you would have many promising students instead of one.
No one is denying your skill,
This
Gao.
is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If she is truly better than me, let her prove it. I challenge her.
If that is what you wish, I will accept.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
I'm ready now. Let's begin.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin!
I'm probably not going to regret it that much. Gao's very tanky, but he's using the white demon style, which is completely worthless. So, also, another friendly tip. if for some reason you've decided you're not going to take the legendary strike, because perhaps you want more of a challenge than the best in the game. Please, 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 for the love of God, do not take the White Demon style as your starting style. It is completely useless. Do not use it.
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
Unless you're going for like a really challenging, like highest difficulty White Demon style playthrough.
I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now. Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the Spirit Cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
You know, you're not the first old man who told me my life was about to change.
I'm glad you are safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father.
Master Li does what he must. He is our
Don't you
master.
wish that some things made more sense? Anticipation is grueling. So much could be happening that you just don't know about. It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
How much experience? Okay, so I need 1,300 experience to get to level 3. I'm at 796. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting to 1,300 with like the little extra stuff around here, so I may as well just continue, right? There's another 14 experience, though.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready.
Yes, Master. I am ready.
Outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny.
I am listening. What is the next step?
You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai.
Master, you never said anything about this.
I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within? That includes you and me both.
Why hide that you are the Emperor's
I was
brother?
ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Kin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Cutscene.
Come with me. No, this is my fight. Go!
Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come.
Can you tell me anything about my people?
Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more.
Let's move on. Tell me, what does this have to do with my destiny?
You were meant for something important, but because of my actions, it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time, they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed.
Why haven't I witnessed this?
We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself.
Is it safe?
No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet. When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.
Well, alright then. So, somehow we are connected to ghosts and the assassin. And it has to do with the fact that all of my people were murdered. So, That's the first part of this puzzle. And we'll figure out the rest as we go along. Let's go punch some people. This cave is already bigger than the entire village of Two Rivers. Right? Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's go.
The dragon amulet was with you in Dirge. I understand what it does, but you are the one meant to be trained in its use. I am sorry that my actions denied you this. Essence gems are used by healers and upstart sorcerers and are common enough to be wasted on ornamentation. But with this amulet, you can tap their true potential. Your people were adept at using essence gems. I kept it from you because power is a beacon. The forces behind the restless dead will take an interest in you. Even mindless spirits may be drawn to you, just as they were confined here. In achieving your true power, you become a target that many will not be able to resist.
Well, alright then. I need to... Oh, okay, there we go. As I said before, you can't hit ghosts with a sword. You would think that you'd have trouble hitting them with your fists, but that is a minor problem that only people who think about it too hard have. You just kind of like let it happen. Oh, I'm on fire. Never mind, haha. Fuck. Alright. Don't mind me, just watch me potato for a minute here. God, alright. I wonder if I can, like, set the ghosts on fire. That'd be pretty dope. Alright, so we opened it by holding our amulet up to it. I won't skip like actual dialogue, but I don't need these tablets read to me.
Not all spirits succumb to bestial rage. A strong will can
Basically, that tablet said that the stronger souls will actually know what the hell's happening. At least a little bit before going insane. Student here. I had long forgotten the stench of the living. I ruled this place, taught with wisdom. Why can't I find my way? Where's the voice that should call to me? You ruled here. You were a master at the school. Master, student, farmer, whatever I was, I should be dust. Instead, I am pulled to nowhere. Frustration. Oh, I like that game. The way is blocked. The shepherd is gone. Cannot escape the living. Milling, stinking, you cloud the way. Where do you need to go? Who is the shepherd? To judgment and to be renewed, but the way of things has been unbalanced. No souls return to the living. What will become of the world if no souls are replenished? Eventually there will be an end. You are blind to the danger, blind to the truth. You can only understand if you see. I will make you see. I will make you understand. Alright. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I started focusing pretty hard there. Oh, health. That's exactly what I was about to say I wish I had. Mana. Or chi, rather. That's just as good as health. I can use it to heal myself.
My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last.
Who are you?
I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the Veil of Death, ability alone will save you. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands.
I choose flame.
Emotions burn within, but can be coaxed outwards as well. Harness this to bring fire to your hands. Yours is the power to unleash dire flame.
Is this the kind of style Master Lee cautioned Gao against using?
There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. Pity the world if you fail, spirit monk, for you are the last.
Well, alright then. Let's read some things and open this chest. It might have slick gem structured body. Ooh. $100 silver. Ooh, is that enough to I mean, there's no reason not to equip it. We have 3 gem slots and only 2 gems. Map to D-pad. I want you here. Yes. Alright. Oh shit, we didn't level up. Okay. I thought I read that we leveled up, and then I was like, what? Where? What? I did? But it was a lie. I did not level up.
What are you doing out here? You are supposed to be meditating on the amulet and what you have learned for at least another day.
I had a vision. It was very sudden.
A vision? Oh, of course you did. A natural reaction to the great amount of information I have placed before you. It may have something to do with your amulet. Tell me, did you learn anything about the destiny that stretches before you, or what has led you this far?
She said that I was the last spirit monk. What does that mean?
Be careful. I do not want you to be misled by sources I cannot anticipate. Your people had warriors by that name. I regret that my actions caused their downfall. 20 years ago, the Empire was mired in drought. Your people revered the water dragon, so their temple of Dirge was the ideal place to ask the heavens for help. But the water dragon governed more than just moisture. The drought was part of the natural order, and not for mortals to alter. The spirit monks denied us access. The Emperor was incensed. He asked me to plan a display of power that would force their compliance. As our armies marched, I realized how wrong we were.
Did you try and stop your brother?
He could not be dissuaded. I fled with you as the rest of your people were killed. You must discover for yourself what being the last of your kind means. What else did this vision reveal? You are only to retrieve the amulet, learn to place gems in it, and meditate on your future. I don't want you to be distracted.
Master Li, there's still no sign of her.
What? What is it, Wu? I'm sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Dawnstar, as I told you, Master. She went missing after Gao's men were discovered in the school. The state of her room suggests some sort of fight took place.
I see. She is not there?
No, Master Li. There's no sign of her.
I see. This may prove useful. Thank you, Jingwu. You may go. Your appearance put Gao's disgrace out of my mind, but it would seem that your early exit from the caves has come at just the right time.
Dawnstar is missing. Where would she go?
I doubt she has come to harm. She is a strong woman, as you know. That doesn't mean you shouldn't search for her. It will be a good measure of your ability. What better way to show mastery over your abilities than to turn them towards helping your fellow student? Seek her out. I doubt she is in the school, and someone would have seen her if she was in the village. You might want to try the surrounding marshland.
I will start right away.
That is good. Time is very important. Here, take some silver. I asked Fendo and the others to stock essence gems in preparation for this day. Hopefully they have done so. You learned in the cave how single gems are viewed as trinkets and used by self-professed healers and would-be sorcerers, but you can unlock their full potential. Make sure you have everything you need when you leave to find Dawnstar. Do not cloud your mind with anything else. When you return, your course will be clear.
Excellent. Alright, so I will see what gems are in stock, but the training's more valuable to me than the gems. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's get these gems. I've changed my mind. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get the training instead of the gems. Then I was like, do you want the extra it would have been an extra 3 health and -1 chi, or do you want to be able to increase your health and focus by 10? Alright, there we go. My stats are pretty fucking good now for what level we are. Let us go kick some ass. After I heal real quick. Because, if anything, I proved that I could get my ass kicked at any moment.
I couldn't believe it. He killed him with a single blow and laughed as this poor boy gasped his last.
You! Gao the Lesser did this. He was dragging some sort of sack and this boy challenged him.
Why did he kill student CPAT?
This brave young man stopped Gao and demanded to know what he was carrying.
Gao just laughed at him and tried to walk on by, but the student challenged him. Gao just shrugged, turned, and killed this poor boy in one blow.
What was in the sack?
It was awfully large and looked heavy, but I was watching from a ways away. We didn't want to get close to that murderer.
We hid out of sight as Gao went toward the gate out of town.
Could it have been a person?
Possibly, but we were too far away to say for sure. If you really want to know, go catch that fiend. He was headed for the gate out of town.
Maybe I can still catch him.
Gao was in a rush, but you might be able to catch him still.
I have a quick little detour to make down here, I think. Never mind. I missed this detour, but that's fine. Let's get up.
I hear you're more important.
What do you have for sale? Sell to store. Alright. There we go. Focus is really the best stat. I don't.
It's a bit of a shame what happened to the guard here. The fool got in the way of Gao the Lesser. The young master thought you might come after him, so he left us here to slow you down. You were lucky against those bandits, but we're not so easy to push around.
If you dogs turn tail, I might not bother to chase you
You
down.
aren't even scared, are you? Trained soldiers threatening you and you aren't even blinking. No wonder Gao the Lesser didn't want to face you. If you want to go after him, just go. It's not worth fighting with you.
Oh, my head feels like a war drum, and the battle did not go in the Empire's favor. What happened? I was speaking with Gao, that spoiled little noisy cricket. He hit me without cause.
You're lucky to be alive. Gao murdered a student on his way to you.
Wholesome. I wish I'd known ahead of time. You know, before he hit me. Gate guards, we're an unappreciated lot. I'm sorry about that, student. I truly am.
Did he have Dawnstar with him?
He was dragging a large sack, and I asked if he needed help. He said no, just the key to the gate, and then he conjured this ball of flame around his hand. I don't really remember what happened next. I might have passed out. No one's ever threatened me before.
Where could he have gone?
There's only one place he could have gone if he left the village. The path leads past the fields to the swamps. What did he do? Why would he resort to attacking me just to leave the village?
I think he has kidnapped Dawnstar.
That arrogant whelp. I trust you're following him to put him in his place. Go on. Why waste time talking to me? Get moving.
You know, I don't know why I wasted time talking to you. Frankly, I feel like I would have just walked past you if I had not been forced via cutscene to converse with you. Truthfully. I'm in the middle of trying to kick somebody in the throat. And I don't mean in the neck. I mean, I want to, like, punch through his mouth into his throat. Oof. Alright. Let's get out the sword that we have all this focus for. Oh, I leveled up. I was trying to do that before we got to this part, but I failed. I don't know if you actually can level up before you get to this part, but I always try to hit level 3. I never succeed. I always miss something. Like, I know all of the things individually, but there's always one part that I forget to do. Alright. Oh yeah, let's level up real quick. Let's level up before we... Oh shit, alright. Yeah. That looks good to me. Okay, here we go.
Please, my name is Hing, and you must help me. My Fen is so delicate, she will chafe under a bandit's yoke.
Slow down, tell me what happened.
We were traveling to 2 rivers. I bring goods between the farms that line the valley. I knew we were getting too close to the marshes. Why was I so foolish? Of course these thieves would strike at my beautiful Fen. I can't leave without her. They'll work her to death or eat her or worse. Can you do anything, please?
If I see her, I will do what I can.
Thank you. And my Fen will thank you when she is returned to me. My precious...
Oof. Oof. Alright. I got stuck for a second. Thought I was gonna have to, like, restart.
I've been hunted by far worse than you. Attack, young student. I am not your enemy. This was a misunderstanding.
You act like you know me. I've never seen you before.
I've tried very hard to go unnoticed, but I also need to eat. I've been on the outskirts of your village once or twice to trade goods. I saw you training. My name is Zhu. I have been called Sagacious Zhu, if you prefer a title. It's a name I share with the first emperor, Sagacious Tien.
Ah, yes, and his son, Sagacious Chaosu. If you're not an enemy, why are you out here?
That is a personal matter. You'll have to take my word that I'm above common robbery, if not many other things. Besides, I have already shown that I have no love for the more common kinds of filth roaming out here.
You were fighting... Why were you fighting Gao's mercenaries?
If you know that name, you know the type of men the family employs. I wonder, does their increased presence in the marsh have anything to do with why you are here?
Fuck yeah.
You took someone from your village? That is very brazen. And it explains why they wanted to clear a path through the marsh. No wonder you came out here as you did. You're looking to rescue someone. You probably gave no thought to your own safety. That is very selfless of you. I tend to think more efficiently. I did hear something about a camp. They seem to be...
You talk a lot of shit for someone who lives in a marsh.
There wasn't much more. I just wanted some peace and quiet.
Okay, which direction did they go?
For trouble. I'm sorry, but I have my reasons.
I didn't ask you to look for trouble. I asked you to point my direction. Man, you're a bitch.
Dawnstar. I am familiar with that name, but I still can't. I've spent a long time avoiding trouble. I don't want to go looking for it now. I'm sorry. Wait. Dawnstar, your friend should not suffer because of my reluctance. A group of men went to the north. They had a large pack that was giving them trouble. That may be where their camp is. There's no way to leave the marsh in that direction. Not on foot, anyway. I will show you. It is easy to get lost.
All right, let's go.
Never forget that. Now come, we have some catching up to do. We'll find them. Like I said, they can't get out in that direction. Not on foot.
All right then. Come
I will
on.
try not to make you regret it. Your task is probably complicated enough as it is. Let's go. The main camp is to the north, but there are soldiers all around this area. If you want to find trouble, let's do it quickly.
Man, Trouble is my middle name. Sleeping Troubled Jade. Sleeping Troubled Jade is more of a Taoist name. But as I've said before, I'm not really all that up and up about what Taoist names are. And what they... Okay, I went the wrong way. That's cool. Let's go this way.
Your quarry has based himself in the north. There are paths right and left.
Well, what have we here? More outlaws?
Oh boy.
They're everywhere. Gao was right to order them killed, even if just to keep the camp clear while he secures his woman.
This ain't one of ours, soldier. You can't fool us. If Gao wants us out of the swamp, you'll have to fight us every step.
Ah. Alright then. Let me just flip around like a goddamn acrobat. I like how in the cutscene, he killed, like, in the blink of an eye, like 6 different mercenaries. But just now, he almost died fighting one of the mercenaries.
You look! More bandits creeping into the camp!
First of all, I'm not a bandit. Second of all, I don't creep anywhere. I walk boldly. I walk boldly for I am a protagonist. And the story doesn't happen till I show up. Also, I'm on fire, and I really wish that wasn't the case.
What? Who? No, wait. I don't want any more trouble.
Well, then tell me what I want to know.
Yes, I can do that. Whatever you want.
Where's Dawnstar?
The woman. She got loose from the sack and ran into the cave. Would have been safer out here with us.
That cave is home to both toad demons and ogres, and both are in a foul temper from fighting over the space. Running in there is like moving from the claws to the fangs.
We refused to go after her, so Gao went himself.
Why did he kidnap Dawnstar?
I don't know. He just said it was very important that he get her tonight. He brought a few groups of us over for it. We didn't take her. We made Gao do that himself. I know we shouldn't have let him talk us into any of this, but he doubled our pay. It was just one woman. Compared to some things, well, all I'll say is that this wasn't the worst thing done by a Gao lately. Look,
what do you mean?
That's all I can say. Just let me go. I won't be any more trouble for you. If I go back to Gao's father, I'll be killed as a failure.
A reasonable punishment. Gao has some things right.
By my grandfather, I won't get in your way again, I swear.
Get out of here.
You are far too generous with your mercy.
Thank you. You won't see me again.
I mean... Yeah. It's just not worth killing one mercenary.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Gao? This is your mess. I didn't make you kidnap me.
Your friend is doing a good job of frustrating Gao into carelessness. That will work in your favor, but it also means we have to follow them by a different route. Be careful. That means fresh enemies for us. These caves harbor strange creatures.
Well, alright then.
Longsword.
Ogres, slow, hit like a goddamn truck. Do not let one hit you. If you can avoid it, do not let an ogre hit you. Oh god. I mean, if you can avoid it, don't let anyone hit you, but especially keep in mind that it's better to play defensively against an ogre than it is to just try and muscle through. Alright. Let's move on.
I never had cause to enter these caves. Gao will have to pay for this inconvenience.
Legendary strike.
Ooh, shit. Oh, okay, I see what happened now. I thought it meant level up as in I leveled up. It was saying I can level up my skills if I wanted to. That makes more sense.
I swear, Dawnstar, my patience is running thin. No! No! Not you! Anyone but you! What are you doing here?
Chasing a fool. Did you think you'd get away with this? You took someone very important to me. Something very important to me. I'd follow you forever.
See that, Gao? That's loyalty and responsibility. Can you even understand those words?
I understand more than you. I did you a favor, but you are too stupid to know a good thing when you're in its grasp.
Being kidnapped was a good thing? You have an odd view of what it takes to impress a woman.
Fools! You'd be dead if it wasn't for me. Everything you have is gone. My father will see to that.
What are you talking about, Gao?
Death comes from above to ferret out your hidden master and his real name. Dawnstar was the only thing I wanted to save, and what thanks do I get? Nothing. So be it. I'll just kill you all and forget your pitiful little village ever existed.
What have you done, Gao?
You've already lost no matter what happens here. You'll see. I'll make you see.
Let's settle this, Gao. One-on-one.
There's no Master Li to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you in time to see the red sky over your village.
Toad demon form.
So that was the, you can, transform. It's, Toad Demon is not really worth transforming into, usually, but I just wanted to show it off since we just got it. But there are other forms you can transform, you can take throughout the game that are like one of them is just cheating. Like, after you get it, the game may as well just, like, roll credits because it's over for any significant, like, any reasonably paced challenge.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm not sure why Gao thought he would get away with this. He had to know that someone in the village would come for me, although I suspected it would be you.
I won't let anything happen to you.
I'm grateful I have you as a friend. I've always respected your strength. I'm surprised Gao didn't have an interest in you instead of me. Not that I'd wish that on you. He was such a fool. And who is this? I must thank your new acquaintance for his help as well.
Sagacious Zoo. You don't owe me anything. I just helped your young friend through the swamp.
Sagacious Zoo. Well, I am grateful. I don't know what Gao meant by saying he was doing me a favor. How could dragging me here be beneficial?
I don't know, but I think we should head back to the village.
I want Master Li to know that we are both safe. It's too bad, though. He wanted to reach Gao. I'm sure of it. Gao just seemed to get more and more bitter. He didn't respond well to discipline. It's too bad.
Let's just get out of here. We need to go back.
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you took that much of a risk getting to me. Thank you.
They chose their paths. I just happened to cross it.
I heard Gao ordering them to kill anyone who approached. It's too bad so many people had to suffer for this. His mercenaries didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. I don't... Wait. Do you hear something? There are so many. Where are they coming from?
You should be more concerned with where they are going. You may have won a victory over Gao the Lesser, but it looks like he put things in motion that have outlived him.
What? What do you mean?
These machines have weapons. They drop casks that explode on impact. There will be soldiers on the ground as well.
Was that what Gao meant? He said something about death coming from above for Master Li.
He kidnapped you so you wouldn't get caught in an attack.
It doesn't matter. We have to get back. The students, everyone will need our help.
Walk away, Dawnstar. You won't get there in time. Better to avert your eyes than see something you care about fall to ruin. Save yourself the pain.
I will not run from a fight.
Machine of Gao's. Do you know how to make it work? Could you fly it?
I doubt there are two people in the Empire that know how they work. It's a baffling combination of magic and artifice.
I just need to know if we can. I just want to fly it.
The three of us. I was told that they are simple to control.
So you don't really know?
If you actually cared about the safety of this machine, you wouldn't be about to fly it into a swarm of enemies. What guarantee do you want? There is a handle attached to something like the reins of an ox yoke. You move it left and right, forward and back. It should swim through the air fairly smoothly.
So it's like flying a swimming ox. Well, that helps.
Help us, Zoo. You seem to have a good heart.
If you are intent on returning, I will accompany you. I have already done more than I wanted, but I could not avoid this forever.
You are an interesting person, Sagacious Zoo. Your eyes hold a great sadness that is oddly familiar to me, but I don't know why.
I try to understand his trouble, but he won't let
I'm
me.
imagining it. We will discuss it another time. I hope we are not too late.
It just looks like a giant mosquito. Alright, let's... I really do like this minigame because it reminds me of Raiden Tractor? I believe it's Raiden Trad. Which is a really good game. It's an arcade game. But it's pretty much like the entire game is trying to... It's a bullet hell shooter, you know? Like, Steel Empire and, all of those Japanese ones that look like they shouldn't be able to be playable unless you're a robot. You know, where there's like one spot that you can fit through about 5,000 bullets. Here we are. Ah.
No! This can't be!
On fire. Just like I remember it.
I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone.
We will find survivors. There has to be someone left.
I hope you are right. Master Li wouldn't let this happen, not without a fight.
Do what you can together. We will meet in the heart of your school.
Come on, let's go kick someone's ass. I don't know who's left, but someone's getting punched.
It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Gal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
Longsword. Legendary.
They had a lot of confidence for guys who got killed by getting kicked in the face one time.
Keep going. There are others in the school. I'll look to the villagers and save as many as I can. Go!
Just so you know, if you didn't heal her, she would be dead. Because healing her is a side thing.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Why have you done this?
The same question all the others asked. You'll get the same answer, too. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Stop blocking like a bitch. There we go. I noticed that these guys are wearing armor and that I'm barely wearing clothing. I was wondering if I could maybe invest in armor. That would be just, I just feel like... Oh boy, we leveled up again. That was fast. Right? Like we just leveled up a minute ago? Yeah, like in the before we got through the swamp we leveled up. There we go. Oh shit, okay. Guys, I leveled up. Give me a second to fix my stats between fights, please. Oh, here's another thing we never tried. It's fun throwing fire around. It's not very good, though. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but it's not, like, better than Legendary Strike. And Legendary Strike, doesn't cost mana with every hit, you know? Like, the fire does the same amount of damage. The only thing is that it's ranged. Which is good, except with how fast you can close gaps, you know, with like throwing yourself 20 feet through the air. It's not really... It's more of a, if you have fun throwing fire at people, use it, as opposed to like, it's good, so use it, you know? But there's a lot of styles like that, where it's like, if it's what you like, then use it. You can get through the game with pretty much any 4 styles you choose, as long as one of them is a martial and one of them is a weapon.
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. We'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
Wu mentioned a woman giving orders. What about her?
Lieutenant, perhaps. Death's Hand leads all others. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
Master Li told me that he was the Emperor's brother. Gao overheard.
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
revealing himself for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students.
If Death's Hand is as vicious as you say, he had to try something.
A glorious strategist would know his enemy, and if anything is true about Lotus assassins, it's that they don't leave survivors. I should know. I was one.
You clearly aren't one now. Skip the details. Just tell me where to find Master Li.
If you will not be dissuaded, we should go to the Imperial City in the Mosquito Flyer. Gao the Greater has powerful contacts. You may find a path to him there.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Yes, I am still curious about you, Lotus Assassin.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire.
Okay,
If
so...
we're lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
In my mind, like my memory of these two games, of this and the original Fable, this sequence, like the whole Two Rivers sequence, like from when you're training to when it gets destroyed, is about the same amount of time as I remember the childhood sequence being from the first Fable. But if you recall, in our first Fable playthrough, we got through the Fable childhood sequence in like 15 minutes, and we didn't get through this until, I mean, it's 2 hours now, and we're just now being done with it. So that means it's like 8 times longer. Just something I don't really think about, because I usually don't play these games so quickly in succession. There we go. Oh, I also did a test to see about the computer stuff, to see if I could reasonably do Sudeki. Which is the other main Xbox game I was into. I basically played Fable, Sudeki, Jade Empire, and then Dynasty Warriors 5. And I probably wouldn't do Dynasty Warriors 5 for a stream. Because it's, you know, it's different than a RPG that you go through. But, I still don't know if I could do Sudeki on stream, because it was working, and then it just wasn't working, so I'm not sure what the variable is that I need to hit to make it work correctly. I mean, the game works, I have trouble with OBS keeping track of it.
That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm fine. Dawnstar, you okay?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
Then I guess we're grounded until we find a wind map.
Where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again.
So we need to find a wind map and a new flyer.
You make it It sounds so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them.
Don't worry. I'll find us a new flyer.
I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Okay, let's go check out the town, Zoo. Let's get moving, Dawnstar. Come with me.
I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a
Dude, you talk a lot of shit for someone who... I don't know, someone who's you. You talk a lot of shit for someone... You talk a lot of shit to me, considering who I am. The protagonist. Do you know what happens when people talk shit to the protagonist? They die the act later. Be careful, Zoo. I'm coming for you. Don't talk shit. Alright, let's level up.
Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, I'm not leveling things up because you get a certain number of points and there are way more styles than the styles I currently have. So I'm not sure what styles I'm actually going to be using later, and I'm still able to kind of cheese my way through this without leveling anything up yet because I'm still only level 4, you know? So, if I start getting my ass kicked too hard, we'll level up something a little bit, you know. Until then, we're just gonna get through this extra cheesy, you know, with just lots of dodging. When in doubt, roll. Do a barrel roll. That would also be fun to do on stream. Star Fox 64.
You fell from the sky. But despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly.
A vision, the same creature I saw in the spirit cave in the school.
A vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tien's Landing across the bridge and south? Sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Sorry, just forgot. Little disoriented, you know. Fainting will do that to you. Not that I speak from past experience or anything, but... Okay, I'm sorry. I hit A on the tombstone. I didn't know it would explode your tombstone, guys. I didn't mean to. I was thinking that I could read it, or maybe for like some experience or something, like, oh, here lies a monk guy. Convict ghost. Well, I guess. Oh, this was a prison. Interesting. Bam. Boom. What's over here? Ooh. Bones. Silver. Alright, I know where I am. We will go this way, towards Tian's Landing. And I will finish fixing my glasses so that I can turn correctly by using both of my hands on the controller.
Longsword.
Man, I am way faster than you. You started that attack. Your attack was halfway done charging before I started, man. Maybe you should do some stretches. Help with your dexterity a little.
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
I do not follow Death's Hand.
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you. The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
I am not in league with Gao or the Lotus Assassins.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
I will pursue them both. I am not afraid.
Fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
How high do you suppose that standing jump was? Pretty fucking high, right? Okay, let's assume that I am a averagely fully grown adult woman. And say I'm like 5'4". That actually puts me on the taller side. If I'm 5'4", that would make that cliff face like... It's hard to say. I mean, she jumped from here, right? So as far as like actual jump, and it's about... That's like a 16-foot standing high jump. Do you know how fucking strong her legs must be to jump 16 feet in the air from a standing position? As opposed to, like, you know, a running jump or a, like that's like I'm saying is if she joined the Olympics for pole vaulting, everyone else just may as well fucking quit. 'Cause like 16 feet without a pole. Jesus Christ, that's just dumb.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out
of. Let's see. Yes. What the fuck? So that's plus 10 health, plus 10 focus, and plus 5 to intimidation. That is a way... And also, that's really good. Fuck, alright. Okay, so this is where we're gonna...
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
She's right, Zoo. More killing won't bring our friends back.
Training friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Well, alright then. So this is where our companions will gather while we are in Tien's Landing. Look at that cute goat boy. Alright, sorry. I just saw some goats and I wanted to go say hi to the goats.
Nara earphonia wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa wonu.
Stranger, forgive me for being so forward, but if you are wise, you will turn around and leave this cursed, miserable town.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nawako.
Hush, daughter. You must treat strangers with respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet. Why are you leaving town? If I could, I would stay here. I am a simple villager, and I have lived here all my life. But now my daughter and I must venture out into the wilderness.
Be more exciting than this dead place.
Though impulsive, my daughter Fu Yao speaks truly. The great down river has opened. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. The people are starving, and pirates terrorize this town. Our leader, Minister Sheng, seems powerless to do anything, so we choose to try our luck in the wilderness. What good would running do? Why not find yourself a solution? The wilderness is very dangerous. I thank you for your concern. Most people only look out for themselves in days such as these. I have heard of the dangers, wild animals and worse men. Pirates and slavers who swoop down in their flyers on unwary travelers.
Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
I've never heard of Gao the Greater, but pirates have terrorized this region for many weeks. Anyone wandering the wilderness knows they risk being caught by those slavers. Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, what's better than sitting in Tian's Landing waiting to die? If the dam is open, why is the river so low? The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, the water backed up and drained very slowly, causing the level of the river to rise. Now that it is open, the water is flowing too fast and low where it flows at all. Most ships cannot weather it. The town is cut off. That is why we are leaving. I will let you be on your way. Farewell, honored traveler. If you must enter Tian's Landing, speak with Minister Sheng in the town square, but a better plan would be to get away while you can. There we go.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking
Misogyny.
at? This doesn't concern you.
Leave her alone, or you'll answer to
I
me.
can teach you all a lesson.
Longsword! Legendary strike!
You know, spears aren't really ideal for close-range combat, my dude. Dawnstar, you're a trained fighter. Why the hell did a sailor beat you? I understand that he has a spear, but you have a sword for fuck's sake. 9 times out of 10, a sword will beat a spear. At this range, on ground.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too... Hui, What are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zoo. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Who was this child?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Where's the child
She's
now?
Safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zoo mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name?
My master's true name is Sun Li, the glorious
I have waited
strategist.
here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Master Li told me who he was because I am his student. How do you know?
I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon. The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
How could the Emperor kill a god?
The dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge, and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain and Dirge fell, she became vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens.
The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power.
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Well, alright then.
This tea house.
It doesn't take a whole lot to teach you, Sorry, I put an icebreaker in my mouth. I didn't realize I would, choke on a mint. But, it doesn't take you very long to learn things, so I guess martial arts is just not that hard. Okay, there's a lot to do in this fucking tea house, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I have to talk to her real quick.
Please, please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What's
Please,
wrong?
I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
There's got to be more to this story.
There isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
Well, alright then.
I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Let's take care of this before we go and do all the side quests in the tavern.
Your move, old goat.
Oh, and you can check your morale, like, it's not really good versus evil, it's way of the open palm versus way of the closed fist, and it's more of like, are you like, I'm gonna save people, or are you like, people should be more self-sufficient, is kind of like the two governing philosophies. I believe the way it was explained was that, like, someone who follows, if someone was starving, someone who follows the way of the open palm would, like, give them food. But someone who follows the way of the closed fist wouldn't give them food, and they would just let them starve. But the reason that's different than, like, an evil person wouldn't give them food because the evil person just doesn't care, whereas someone with a closed fist doesn't give them food because they think it makes them stronger. I bring this up because over here, these two, this woman will teach you a really powerful technique if you go all the way open palm, and this guy will teach you a technique if you go all the way closed fist. I've never gotten either of their teachings because I'm always neutral. So I'm gonna kinda go towards open palm, which is why I've been like role playing as like a very humble peasant, you know, martial artist. Hence why I let that guy live, for example. I've always wanted the technique Gian teaches you, Gian the Iron Fist, but I can't pick the rude dialogue options in video games, so...
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter.
Hold on a sec. We've got company.
You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Alright. I'm really getting tired of getting stabbed with spears. Oh, okay, shit. Dawnstar, I really need you to start getting your weight up, okay? The thing about all having spears is they fight.
Thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that. They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lan sent me.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Involved in what exactly?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So why don't you go talk to
She's
her?
obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses.
Well, not on purpose anyway.
Maybe I could talk to Eileen for you.
Thank you so much. Eileen and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
The boathouse is back, but I want to look around and maybe check out a store.
Two rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here.
What kind of shows do you normally put on?
Feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right? I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested. At least you'll be easy to teach. I don't know if you've ever tried to teach a man balance, but it's no simple task. You'd think we'd be the ones having a hard time. I swear, if men had breasts, they wouldn't be able to walk straight, let alone hold a handstand. Let's see what I can teach you.
Focus plus 15, chi plus 3. Okay, let's sell some things. Okay, I want this. So we're gonna try and get some silver from this side quest we were doing. And then hopefully we'll have the 40, 200, whatever we need. That would be ideal. I would like 15 more focus, and 3 extra chi isn't bad, considering I was expecting it would be minus 3 chi instead of also plus 3 chi.
This here's a Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Because this is the first chance I had to speak. Alright, let's,
I don't relish the idea of...
I think my brain just lagged. I was just staring at the screen, not talking or anything, just going,
I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? They took it pretty hard. Even after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they still aren't used to losing to a girl. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Why are you picking on
Everyone
Bay?
thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
He promised to marry
I know
you.
what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something
Yeah,
out.
okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go get Bay right now.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Eiling claims Bay promised to marry her.
Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Yeah, it seems like you're being unreasonable.
All kinds of things, Eiling. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Wait, Eiling, you said you'd never make Bay unhappy.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You changed too.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Keep your dowry, Lan. I was just happy to help.
You've done for us. Now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eiling. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
All right then. Let's pilfer this place. Ooh, can't be opened. Can I open the gate now? All right then. That's what I wanted. And also a gem to sell. How good. I want to open this. Is this not open? That's okay. Wait, does it open? I feel like the A button. Nope. Okay, that was the A button over Dawnstar. That makes more sense. Let's go get that thing that I wanted. 'Cause I deserve it, quite frankly. I feel like I want that extra 15 whatever it is that I said. Focus? Yeah, let's go do that. And then let's check out Merchant Jiang's shop.
Help.
Ah, yes. That's a lot of focus. I am so focused. Oh, okay, you don't have anything for sale. That's cool. Let's finish. I kind of want to start next part with all of the side quests in the tea house, and that's kind of like the next thing I plan to do. So let's just finish looking around Tian's Landing and then call it a part, right?
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain, understand?
Well, you're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Your men don't respect you very much, do they?
Good men, but we're all a bit mad right now. The Great Dam is open and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship is stranded here like a lame water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
The river is too low and fast. Why don't you go close the
If I
dam?
leave the ship, my men will have Tian's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
I'll close the dam for
The
you.
moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
I'll go to the dam right
You won't
now.
get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
I'll be back once the dam is closed and the river is not so low and
Good luck.
fast.
I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Minister Sheng, I need a key. Okay, so we do need to do the tea house before we can do anything with Mr. Sheng. Minister Sheng will be right here-ish, I think.
Your move, old goat.
Oh, no, he's up here. He's up here. Okay.
Pretty.
Wo afaweer sun urk vonir ook. Ook zeer safit kup wo sarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onuyu tashika wheel fonil satharaponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Ooh, a thing to read.
Will none of you
Ooh, a
brave
piece of
the
candy.
great southern forest?
What?
Will none of
Looking
you
for someone who's brave.
Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water. You seem a woman who knows her way around a battlefield. Are you willing to put those skills to the test?
Like, literally
Not
every
personally,
damn
no.
day.
On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem. The great southern forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners.
Does anyone know what causes this sickness?
If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are. You must leave
How do I
King's
reach the
Landing
forest?
via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably. Go safely.
Goodbye.
And remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
Alright, so there are 3 main quests to do here. This is one of the 3 main quests, to go help the forest. It's probably going to end up being the first one we do after we do all of the side quests in the tea house next part. But let's talk to Minister Shane and get the key for the other main quest of closing the dam.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Shane simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What kind of problems do you have?
This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Why is the Great Dam open?
I have nary a clue. Unless... Oh, very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Nobody else seems to know about the
I
assassins.
didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Hey, what did you just give me? Is that a key?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you anything. Although I will need that back when you're done. Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be proper.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Mr. Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the great dam, and I never said that.
Well, it looks to me as though we have part 2 already planned out. We're going to do the tea house. Then we're going to go help secure the woods. Then we're going to go close the dam. And then we're going to go talk to the pirates and see about getting a flyer. Or maybe we're going to go do the forest, then get the flyer, then close the dam. I like that order of events better, actually. Yes, so... Oh, shit, things. I don't remember this. Hello. Who are you? What sort of help do you need? They've made me a rich man, but they still have much silver to spend, and I have a large enough supply of wine to last many moons before my stock runs dry. I saw you speaking with Minister Sheng, worthy one. I suspect he asked you to go out to the Great Dam and close it, am I right? Yes, he did. Your answer is straightforward and blunt. As a businessman, I appreciate that. I will be equally blunt. I do not want you to close the Great Dam. If the Great Dam closes, the water level rises and the sailors will float away with all of their silver. It will be a ridiculous waste of a golden opportunity. I want you to destroy the controls of the dam, leaving it forever open. There will be no danger of some adventurer coming by and closing it. I'm not going to doom this entire town. Don't be so dramatic. I know some think this river situation is fatal, but they are overreacting. They cannot adapt to the new realities. True, if the Great Dam remains open, the town will consolidate a bit. That may be a good thing. Either way, the smart ones who plan for their future will be fine. 20%, huh? What if I expose your plan? You have no proof that I asked you to do this. It's just my word against yours. Who will they believe? A stranger new to the town or a respected merchant? That seems short-sighted, because eventually you will run out of stock, right? And then there won't be a way to resupply. Like, even just like from a business perspective, that's a stupid move for long-term business, right? Like, for short-term business, it's fine, but for long-term business, that's still gonna fuck you, right? As explained earlier in this episode, I don't really understand economics. But it is time for me to say goodbye. And so I think I will. Bye.